Yo, 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 YouTube, and welcome to another VOD review. This time, our guest is less interesting. No, I'm just kidding. Gotti and me are friends. But yeah, our last guests were like a little bit more interesting. Gotti, I'm sorry. Sorry to break it to you, buddy. Gotti has been a master. I don't know if he peaked master. This graph doesn't work again. This guy has played in master for like, I'm pretty sure it was more than one split or one season he played in Master. He was Master like multiple times, so he's not a shit UDYR player by any means. And he mainly plays Phoenix. I don't think this gameplay is young enough. This gameplay is fresh enough for me to VOD review. This might be too old, patch-wise. Are we gonna go for Phoenix? We are gonna go for Phoenix. I think we're gonna go for this one. This looks the most interesting. Let's look at his build. So he goes Inspiration, Standard Runes. Pretty standard if you want to deal a lot of damage. KAMEL goes for Last Stand, bro. Hey, don't cook yourself if you go tank, man. Maybe cut down is just better for people who want to deal more damage. I don't know. Just saying, bro. I don't know. I'm just a peasant myself, man. Anyways, he goes for Liandry's first into Darkseer. Normal. Not so normal, but maybe his game... actually a bit confusing. They have not a single champion except Kai'Sa, who would get somewhat countered by this. And Kai'Sa builds crit right now, no? Well, she didn't. She went on hit, but I don't know if going Frozen Heart here is actually high value. This guy doesn't auto attack. This guy doesn't auto attack. This guy doesn't auto attack. This guy. Yes, every champion auto attacks, even a Soraka. But you know what I mean. Their damage doesn't come out through auto attacks. So a bit abnormal here, my friend. Build order. Q, R, W, E, into W, into E. Think that's fine here. They have a lot of melee champions. You can just go W max second. With that being said, let's download that gameplay. I have to actually find it. This guy plays so much ARAM. It's crazy, guys. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Yeah. Yup. It's this one. This might be the last VOD review of my departure. I am not 100% sure. But I try to make as many videos as possible. We definitely have more than 3 a week, I think. I will just space them so that you get them at like an equal amount, if that makes sense. This is probably like one of the last videos you will see. So yeah, he doesn't go potion. He's just being chilling in his jungle. This side of the map you can definitely look for a ward on his top side. So kind of disagree with you here, buddy. He goes back to buy lens. Okay, this is already a mistake. You can easily just stand here, wait for... Even if you don't want to wait, you can instantly walk in ward, go back for lens, which I think is inferior. What you should do is just stand where Mordekaiser stands, wait for the clock to hit 105, walk hugging this wall, drop a ward here, and do your clear, because then you can guarantee that he can't take it. It's too late in the game for HyperHerbTV to go back and buy lens and take it. And if he already has lens, then oh what? You lose a ward, I guess, but you still know where he starts, because if you lens kills your ward here, then you know that he starts on this, because like, is he gonna walk from here when his chickens spawn? His jungle is up already to here, or here, or here? No, he's just gonna take chickens, right? Little mistake there, for sure. She's playing against D Kapachungus. Holy shit. It's D Kapachungus. The real one. The OG Kapachungus. Flexing on blue buff, kind of weird. What did blue buff ever do to you? Huh? What did blue buff ever do to you, bro? pretty normal here. They got that boomer clear. It's the same shit I do. You little copycat, goddamn. Stop stealing my style, bro. Okay, he's pretty much matching goddamn right now. To be fair, they did have a ward on his top side though, so I guess that's why he didn't ward. He does like... Oh, excuse me. He does like a very, very standard clear. I'm sorry that I'm yawning. It's not my fault. God, this gameplay is just so boring. It's not on me, boys. Sin River, same time Hecarim. As Hecarim is gonna get the stack. There's Jova. He walks into mid lane. He graces the Akali. He walks to upside grab. I think that's totally fine. As long as Jace doesn't int this. And now he can instantly go B. Bing chilling. Hecarim actually stays. We have vision on him. No, we don't. We don't have vision. God is just that good. He just knows, guys. My bad. Hey, I'm just a peasant. What can I say? Peasant spectating. Here you could... Okay. Technically, what I've learned from watching the 2 high elo VODs that we did is that I guess hovering this play is better than taking your camps. Giving up Mordekaiser just to die here is actually bad. Both Gendir Khan just... Gendir Khan is like... basically always on the map ready to do something. He might take it to an extreme because he only plays AD UDYR. But KAMEL actually is way more active than the average UDYR player too. So I guess what you should do here is actually hover this play, because it's very obvious. He's gonna take these 2 camps. He doesn't have items. You have item advantage on him. You can just Bing chilling here. If you Bing chilling and he sees you, you can just continue your clear without losing anything. Maybe a few seconds of tempo while denying Hecarim a huge chance. If you had ward, you could even drop a ward for your laner. But this wave looks rough for top. Yeah, I think you should have hovered this, bro. I think he should have hovered this, my man. He instantly looks dragon, though. Is this KAMEL SMURF? Guys, is this KAMEL SMURF? Instantly Drakes. Immediately. Love the Oblivion Orb rush. From the Mordekaiser. I think this is KAMEL SMURF, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Like, low-key. Goddamn might just be KAMEL. Mid lane is getting ganked. Well, it sucks for Jace, I guess. Unless KAMEL is coming for the play. The real Slim Shady. Pulling up. He goes to the grubs instantly. How is this guy not 1.2 KLP? I have no idea, man. Makes sense, though. I mean, yeah, Aatrox could walk here, but... if you get this, you can be happy. Ah, you might pass. Okay, bro. Cringy. Why is Mordekaiser not moving? Because he has 2 minions top lane. Your mid laner moves. What a goat. Mordekaiser ults here. We can slow this fight down a bit. Well, there is no fight, actually. Mordekaiser walks up here. He has the crown of victory from his little endeavor. In the Death Realm, guys. It's not the Shadow Realm or whatever. It's not Shadow Isles. This champion is not Shadow Isles. If you guys didn't know that. Actually, Mordekaiser is his complete own thing, even though he literally looks like the Shadow Isles. He is not Shadow Isles related. He is death magic, okay? While Karthus has death magic too, but it's from the Shadow Isles, as far as I know. Who knows how this works, guys? Same aesthetics, same everything. Maybe actually in the lore they are related, but they don't want to reveal it. They want to like reveal it in 30 years. When we all have kids, they're gonna make like a Mordekaiser short trailer. In-game trailer where they reveal that he actually is related to the Shadow Isles. Who knows? Gotti is just piss chilling farming. Taking the big chicken leg here. Why do you leave the small ones? You know how valuable they are? But he's just... Bro, he's just Kamel though, this guy. This guy is low-key like Kamel. Kamel on his SMURF. Okay. He slows down the HYPERHERB. He gets his W shield. Nautilus is broken and needs nerfs. Let's be real, God. You could have played this a little bit better though. Like, I have to nitpick something here. So, when he does this play, he kills HYPERHERB. That's fine. HYPERHERB is stunned after his E. That's actually kind of big. You have a ward on Nautilus here. Why do you not just let Zeri tank the hook? Why do you not just walk back? You walk into it. But that's fine, I guess. You would have killed him here too if you're like a little bit younger. If UDYR wasn't old, if he was like 2 or 3 years younger here, he would have actually like lived. Age diffy. Okay, on to the next play. UDYR is pinging for 2 objectives at the same time. He just is Kamel, what can I say? So play mid, then instantly rotates. Giga chatting. Drops an R Nautilus, takes about 120 HP off his HP bar. Walks top. Looks for an opportunity. Gets cucked by a ward. See here, I think... Honestly, bro, if you're actually Kamel, I think you just start Grubs here. I think you just say, I don't care. I'm gonna start Grubs because I have bigger balls than the enemy jungler. And they're made out of steel. He does it now. Maybe he's just smarter. Who knows, guys? Maybe he's just lucky. Loses some CS for it. He checks his top side to his disappointment. It's all empty. HYPERHERB is eating good. I think you could just go B here though. Nah, actually you're broke. Never mind, broke boy. Stay on the map. Okay, I have to like... I think what's really annoying for the viewer is when I just... Oops. When I just speed through fights like this. Bro. Please. So let's speed faster. No, I'm just kidding. Just getting cooked. Ah, bro, what can I say? Definitely not Kamel. Maybe you're Kamel 4 years advanced in age. No, but it's fine here. I guess Akali just took... Like, let's actually look at this realistically. Right? Imagine you're like a juggernaut. Like, you're coming from the Freljord, okay? You're like a tanky champion. You're like walking around... Ice cold winter without your shirt. You have your shield active. A little Mickey Mouse jumps on you. She throws some... What are these? Shurikens? Kunais at you. You have your 3 buddies around you. You're a big guy from Freljord. And then she just... half HP. Zips through you. Wait, what knocks her up here? That's not Akali, right? That was probably... No, wait, hold up. Akali doesn't knock up, right? No, that was Nautilus. Yeah, well... It is what it is, bro. UDYR is broken. Just gets zapped by half his HP, but by like 2 spells. It is what it is. Walks topside here. Giga chatting. Doesn't give a shit about his blue buff. Chases. Claps. HYPERHERB terrified, walking back to his jungle. Actually kind of a good play. Got the active chat he is on the map. Keeps being active. He just is Kamel. He is a combination of Kamel and Jendir Khan. He's the Muhammad Ali of League of Legends. Okay, he's cooking. Guys, what if I just call this VOD reviewing the Muhammad Ali of League of Legends? It's so hard to find the title for these. Because they're so long and I talk about so many things. Cha-ching. I was also thinking of doing a separate channel for VOD reviews, but I just don't know if I have the time. Leading the fucking crowd here. UDYR. AKA KAMEL. KAMEL from Aldi. KAMEL from Aldi discount meat section. He is horse meat, döner kebab, KAMEL. Only Germans will understand this reference. Maybe not. Maybe some other Europeans will understand this reference too. He's running it to Dragon. He has this like little lead. He feels very confident right now. He's probably smiling. He's doing all this smiling. Literally. Okay. I don't know what to say, bro. He's just him. I mean, so far he plays very well though. I just have to say, like, all jokes aside, I know that the past few VOD reviews have been like a little bit more on the easygoing fun side, because I think that's like important. Like, you know, some players need to be cooked, some players need to be, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Okay, he walks in the fight here. He isolates Sacrum. I think he had like a better chance of just, if he is really KAMEL from Aldi, KAMEL from Wish, he would just be in the other 4 people right now and tanking everybody like a Giga Chat, disrupting them while his team can do shit. Like, if he is him, right? But he is her, so it is what it is. Please don't demonetize my YouTube channel for that YouTube. It was literally a joke without meaning. Okay, he's definitely not KAMEL. He might be Zebra though. What do you guys think? UDYR could be Zebra. This play was like all over the place, man. I'm not gonna lie. Let's just analyze here for a second. Let's just actually go back further than this. Let's go back further than this even. We are here. Ready, shreddy, go. UDYR walks in. I think that even though this looks tempting, you see the fat hook here? It's gonna hook you, Mordekaiser. I think playing for this is better than this. I'm not gonna lie. But honestly, I think both plays are solid. He plays with his Jace here. But I think kiting the fight or kiting yourself away from the fight here is not good. If you're KAMEL, you're just standing in 5 people getting uppercut after uppercut while standing there with a smile. Then here, I think, personally, you missed an opportunity to just drop an R into them and slowing them down. Because now you're just standing there with your team. Also, Mordekaiser was an ulti. You could have just played for that and play for Mordekaiser and disrupt them if you're him. Look how much you did there. Imagine you did this right here and Mordekaiser came out of ult and just fists everybody. This is just like mechanical. Not mechanical, it's like decision making, right? And then we die. All these little decisions in a fight that you never think about matter so much, bro. He's just Zebra, what can I say? He's Giraffe. Okay, nothing big is lost here, really. To be real with you, you lost some turrets, you lost some shutdowns, but the game is like relatively even right now, I would think. Like overall gold wise, objective wise, you have the enemies a little bit by the balls, but overall the game is very even. Game is very even right now. Be him, bro. Just go in. Stun people. Be KAMEL. Stop being Giraffe, man. Well, okay. I think we have something to decipher here, guys. So I think here, first of all, you could have stunned Nautilus so your team can... Like, if you... I think I don't do this enough myself. I think if you play tank UDYR, you should play for more stun auto attacks. I think we tend way too much to just play for our damage, because what would have happened here... What would have happened here is that you walk up, you're already in your E, you instantly stun him here, and your team has more time to catch up and you can get one Q2 auto attack on him. Or an R2 if you want to slow him. Or you can walk in front of him and block his hook, right? Because you are tankier. You have your W max too, which is amazing for you, right? Like, you can actually tank more damage than the average UDYR player. Like, this entire Kaiser Q just went into your shield, Kappa Jungus. You also lost some HP, but... So that's the mistake. And this mistake, by the way, I do way too much on Phoenix too. I act way too much that my stun doesn't matter. It really does in a team game. Like disrupting, you know? We stopped being disruptors. Here, this is just Mickey Mouse. You just walked up. You probably didn't. What I do a lot nowadays, guys, is I don't look at my under my HP bar at my awakening meter. What I do nowadays is I literally look at the number, okay? I look at this. Because this is always displayed like this. You can always see, oh, 13 seconds here. If I get, I don't know, 3 auto attacks, then I'm gonna have my passive, right? He walks up here thinking. Here you could just take a quick look at your passive. That's very important. Here he walks up thinking, hey, my passive meter is so high. If I get 1 auto attack, that's enough. But that's more like either 2 instant auto attacks or 1 auto attack, and then you have to wait for like a second and a second point too. So let's see how this goes. No, it's actually even longer than that. See, it's really important to look at your actual ability, passive, cooldown timer, because the bar is not a good indicator for the UDYR player himself. It's just a good indicator for your team. For the UDYR player himself, you should always look at your passive, because you know how it is, bro. You're level 11, the bar changes, the cooldown is lower now. Each, let's say, millimeter on the bar all of a sudden is like way less time, right? You're like level 6, it changes. Like, you just have to like keep that in mind. I always look at my passive cooldown now. It like really saves you a lot of the times. How often do you say in a game, damn bro, my passive comes up in 1 second? Yeah, it's because you didn't look at your cooldown and understand how long it's actually gonna take you to get it, and then bait somebody with a W2. But it's fine. We all do this mistake. It's still something you guys can learn from. Gets a nice kill here. And again, I think like stun auto attacks are just so important, bro. If you're like walking with your team. Like, we usually avoid the stun auto attacks like the pest because we think it's like a waste, but stunning somebody for 0.75 seconds, especially without tenacity, it's not bad, man. Like, look at this for example. Right? You get a stun here. Okay, never mind. You actually did stun her. Never mind. UDYR stun is horrible. Don't stun. No, I'm just kidding, but you know, like the stun itself actually deals so much more damage because they're just standing in 4 people for 0.75 seconds without being able to do anything here. Okay, we have to like look at it a little bit slower. We are on Nash. We have Smite. We get the Smite. We meet Shield here. Oh, Zeri gets stunned. Well, you just used the wrong awakening here. You should have used your R, but I think you know that yourself. Obviously, if there's even people in the vicinity, all it takes, like, how long does it take for Q to actually deal damage? Does it say? Each strike, UDYR's next attack, lightning damage, tries. Let's say it takes 1.5 seconds for the lightning to actually do the dun 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 damage, right? In these 1.5 seconds, it only takes, even if she's isolated right now. By the way, they should change this, but I will talk about this in a second. Even if she is isolated right now, it only takes Nautilus to walk up for like a millisecond. So you should automatically press your R2 because you're just gonna deal more damage like that. In my opinion, what could be a nice quality of life change for UDYR in general, and maybe even change the damage scaling for like the lightning, maybe like reduce the AP scaling on it, maybe like give some AD scaling to it. But in my opinion, if UDYR hits you when you are isolated, I think the lightning should just stay on you, right? If you are isolated as a champion, right? You're isolated right now, and he uses Q2. I think the Q2 should just stay on her, right? Because we always say this is Kha'Zix's passive. It isn't. Kha'Zix, if you're isolated for a second, he's gonna smoke you. UDYR needs like 2 seconds for his damage to be applied, but somebody can still walk into the picture and like spread the damage. I really do think that if somebody's isolated and you hit them and the first lightning is on them, they should stay isolated damage. But here you just R2, and you would probably at least do more. I don't know if you would kill anything or do anything, but yeah. Got a little sidetracked there with UDYR balancing, but guys, by the way, let me know in the comments if you guys want to see or join the Discord server even better, link in the description. Let me know if you want a video where I discuss everything clunky with UDYR that should get smoothed out in his kit. Something like this. Something like a weird mechanic where there's 2 seconds where there's a lightning on them. Even though they were mispositioned and you do the right thing and you punish them, you still have to do R2. Right? Which would also be interesting. Just as a little like fruit for thought, right? If that is the case and somebody's isolated and the lightning always strikes the target, if they are isolated when the lightning hits them first, that would also be a buff for AD UDYR because we have way more attack speed, meaning that we are much more likely to get both auto attacks off when you are isolated, right? And it doesn't matter if your team walks up. I think that would be a way cooler concept, right? And if somebody sees, oh, UDYR is in his queue, right? Like, let's say they have you're like trying to queue to the Zeri here. They have an Ezreal. Ezreal could just see, oh, he's in his queue. He wants to like get his isolation off, and he could just E into him, and then the damage spreads. We could even make it so that there's an indicator for it, and we could even make it so that the damage split is even weaker than before on champions, not on monsters. I think on monsters we just keep it how it is, but on champions we could make it so that the split is even weaker. So if you outplay UDYR, it's like a feast or famine type of situation. Riot August said something very interesting recently, and I'm sorry that I'm like yapping so much in these VOD reviews, but there's not so many people that watch them anyways, and I think this is like a good place where I can just voice some of my opinions without making like a whole video on it. But Riot August said something very interesting. Not everything should be fair in the game. And I think UDYR suffers from the same issue Science suffers from. A lot of things in UDYR's kit are very fair for the enemy. UDYR wants to isolate you, you have 2 seconds to spread his threat, right? UDYR wants to heal, he has to sacrifice all his damage almost except for R. I mean, of course there's always exceptions or the on hit. He has to sacrifice a big portion of his damage to auto attack and W. UDYR wants to stun you, he has to sacrifice a lot of damage or potential damage from his R auto attacks or Q auto attacks in order to do this, and an activation, right? There is a lot of fairness in UDYR's kit, and I think this fairness is super exaggerated for a champion like UDYR. For example, another fairness is they crippled how UDYR stacks Conqueror. Your Q, your Lightning, nothing stacks Conqueror on your Q. Why? We asked the writer, Riot Ray, who made UDYR's design. I'm pretty sure he was a big part of the team who did. He said that they don't want UDYR to stack Conqueror so fast. Okay, understandable. Does this apply to most melee champions? No. Most melee champions stack Conqueror instantly. Right? Viego, 1 second. Hecarim, 2 seconds. Mordekaiser, maybe 3 seconds. UDYR, 4 seconds. 5 seconds maybe, if you are in range. There's so much safety and fairness in UDYR that it almost sometimes feels unfair for the UDYR player. Why do I have to do all these things when other champions automatically stack Conqueror? Right? Why can't I go Conqueror Q max and do like a more sustained damage build when other champions can do that? There's a lot of fairness in his kit that doesn't have to be there, and that can be resolved differently. And I think the lightning is one of them. Like, why is the lightning applying over 2 seconds, and when somebody walks into the picture, they get spread? When in my opinion, it should be, hey, you miss position against UDYR in melee range, you get punished. Simple as that. You're an ADC, you mispositioned against UDYR in melee range, or your team mispositioned. That is how you could make this lightning isolation strike more threatening, and UDYR would be a better champion because of it. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about the lightning not spreading when the target is isolated, and therefore the spread being weaker though. So if you get outplayed, the spread damage is gonna be weaker, which would also be a nice little nerf for Phoenix, in my opinion, because Phoenix very often doesn't have the attack speed to actually get 2Q auto attacks fast on a champion. There's so much good about this. UDYR could have been so much more. See, and it's not even that crazy, guys. Again, if this is AD UDYR, she's dead, and she should be. But for Phoenix UDYR, this was his awaken right now. This was the strongest moment in a 2-second perfect condition, and she took 80% of her HP. Is that really good? Yes. Yes, it is. But would any other champion do in a perfect position much better than UDYR? Yes. So we could just widen UDYR's perfect condition window a little bit, or just make it a little bit more unfair. Have something where UDYR can just be strong. Every champion has something where they're just strong. Anyways, enough yep. Enough yep, boys. GodDear's review is just getting abused right now for some talking pieces, but I think that makes the VOD review also more interesting. Okay. Let's see what happens here. We walk up, we are in E. It's really good that you hold on to your passive. I feel like a lot of UDYR players are just way too greedy with using their passive. Like, you don't... A lot of kills you use your passive, for a lot of plays you don't need your passive. You can tank the CC, you can tank the damage, you don't need to W2, you can kill the target fast enough, you don't need to Q2. Right, just keep your passive. Right now UDYR isn't really designed in a way where you get multiple passives consistently throughout fights. Again, the frozen heart purchase is really troll in my opinion. Good that you stun her here. Zeri's gonna get the kill because of that. HYPERHERB is Eing out. He goes, I wouldn't even chase this anymore. Fine. Yeah, I think you can stay on the backside here. I don't think you have to go in. No, actually, this is good. Your ADC died very fast, I guess. That's kind of the reason why you lost this fight there. Their Kali is just very oppressive right now. There's not much you can do, and they have anti-shielding too, which kind of cucks you too. Makes you like significantly more squishy. There's a nice little R2, chunked a lot of the HP. I had a feeling, bro. I'm not gonna lie, GodDear. I had the feeling that you're gonna miss it. Like, just this boomer feeling in my belly that you're gonna miss the smite. Again, you're Q2ing in the wrong situations, bro. I don't think you have to Q2 here at all. And you leave your Mordekaiser to the fucking wolves. But I think you're gonna kill everybody. Oh. What? Well, I guess you don't have MR, buddy. Sucks for you. And Akali E actually deals a lot of damage. Like, if you look at that. So, she flips back. Like, listen to how nuts this scaling. So that's why I can't take anybody serious saying that lethality was an actual issue. She flips back. Deals 300 damage with the thing she throws at you. Comes back and deals 700. This is a 1000 damage spell. This is just straight up just 1k on your fucking dome, bro. Just 1k. If she Qs, it's 1.5k. Wow, guys. AD UDYR used to one-shot tanks that just walk up to them in isolation. Crazy hamburger. I really think that lethality was just strong because people didn't know how AD UDYR works. They were used to what you call it, Phoenix UDYR, and if they played against an AD UDYR, it was Bruiser, so they just had no idea that they can get one shot, and that's kind of how this build flourished. Because AD UDYR still does, lethality UDYR still does a lot of damage, but people are just not stupid enough anymore to die to it. I think it has very little to do with the balancing they did for it. Okay, you walk through your jungle here. We don't have vision on them right now. The problem is just your ability in this game. Like, why do we have Frozen Heart for the Kai'Sa? Who kills us? Akali. If you had a Kaenic Rukon here, an Abyssal Mask, a Force of Nature, I don't know if Force of Nature is... I would go Kaenic Rukon here because she bursts you, right? You're gonna be dead before you stack your Force of Nature. So, if you had a Kaenic here, you would probably live this. But let's actually observe. Okay, he gets 8. Bro. We are playing like 2 different versions of League here. But yeah, Kaenic would have given you another Q at least. Another Akali Q, man. Worth. I think that concludes the game here. Your team is just gonna get destroyed. Your Mordekaiser tries his best. Boomer Q, doesn't matter. Still dies. Biggest gripe here I have with you is just like, why do we build the way we build? Frozen Heart's probably the most useless fucking item here. It's only good against Kai'Sa. And the biggest issue you had was Akali, while you already had an armor item, which could be at least enough to make you not get one-shot by her AD damage or their AD damage. Like, I don't understand it. Like, yes, they have 2 AD champions, right? But is Frozen Heart gonna make you live? No, because Akali just one-shots you. So why do we not do Liandry's, DMP, Kaenic, or Abyssal Mask? They have a lot of melee champions. Abyssal Mask, and then Riftmaker. Or even if you say, you know what, I'm gonna die anyways, which is more my philosophy. Tank items don't make me tanky, I just want to play for damage. Why do we not go Liandry's Dark Seal with DMP into Riftmaker and just drop fat ass into their team on repeat? Like, why do we build pseudo tank with tank items that actually don't make us tanky against their team comp? I think that's pretty much the reason why you died so much after the early game, because like your tank items, the items you purchased just didn't matter anymore. Akali just cooked the shit out of you, man. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, give it a like, subscribing would be much appreciated. Join the Discord. You can still leave comments. It's just gonna be hard for me to answer them. Do it for the algorithm, guys. See you guys on the next one. Peace.